All right, today we are going to explore some landforms. So when you hear the word landform, what kinds of things do you think about? Cash.
How land is formed.
Okay, Mabel?
I think about flowers growing on like a big field.
Oh, okay. Lincoln?
I think about the Grand Canyon.
Okay. What else?
Nothing. Canyon.
Mabel?
I think about big ditches that used to have like a huge rising river.
Lincoln?
Volcanoes.
Okay. Cash?
When mountains formed into volcanoes.
Okay. So let's take a look at some pictures. All right, so just think first, what are some things you notice? All right, Mabel, what's one thing you notice about these pictures?
There's a mountain with snow on it.
Okay. Cash?
One over here, there's like a pond, river, or something.
Okay.
Isn't it the river?
Okay. Lincoln?
There are mountains.
Okay. So a mountain is an example of a landform. Okay. Let's go to another picture and see what we see. Ooh. So how is this different than the picture we just saw? Think first in your head. How are these landforms different than the picture we just saw? Cash, go ahead.
There's no mountains. There's only like hills.
Okay. So Cash said there's no mountains, there's only hills. What do you think the difference between a hill and a mountain is? Think in your head, what is the difference between a hill and a mountain? Lincoln.
Well, mountains are higher and probably more rocky. Like there's more rock towards the top, but then a hill and mountains have like cliffs. Sometimes hills have cliffs. Most of the time they're just like up and smooth.
Okay.
Back down.
Cash, what were you gonna say?
Mountains are usually really steep, and hills aren't very steep.
Okay.
And hills are way lower than mountains.
Okay.
Mountains are pointy at the top, and hills are curved at the top.
Okay.
Yes, you can walk on it.
Will you mute your mic?
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's fine. I'm hearing the echo from their words. So good.
Yeah, okay.
So we just started about maybe 3 minutes ago, so we're good. All right, what else do you notice in this picture? Cash.
There's a forest.
Oh, okay. Lincoln?
Fog.
Oh, all right. All right, let's go to another picture. Okay, what do you see? Think in your head first. What are some things you notice in this picture? Mabel?
A lot of green, like trees and grass.
Okay. What are some landforms you notice in this picture? Lincoln?
Well, that like rock looks like it's part of a mountain or something.
Okay.
Going up.
Cash?
Well, there's the mountain.
No touching. Okay.
Mountains.
Mabel?
So part of it looks like kind of like a path, like a.
Okay. What about this part down here? Like kind of the part that's in the front of the picture?
Oh, that's like a grassland.
Okay. Lincoln?
It looks like a hill. Looks like it's sloping downward.
Okay.
True.
Okay, now think first again. What are some things you notice in these pictures? Lincoln, what's one thing you notice?
Canyons.
What do you mean by a canyon? Like, tell me
They're
more.
all three canyons, and most likely caused by a river.
Okay.
Okay.
Mabel?
I'd say ditches with the rivers in them.
Okay.
Well,
When you say ditches, so what's another word? Like we can also call them valleys. Okay. So like when we see like how there's a mountain here on one side and there's kind of mountains on this side, in the middle, we call it valley. What do you notice here? Cash.
There's a lot of hills.
Okay.
Like a farm place.
Okay. Lincoln.
Looks like there are multiple valleys in between the hills.
Okay. Mabel.
Trees like right on here are kind of making like a little like valley.
Oh, okay. Why do you think there's mostly trees in the valleys? Think in your head first. Why do you think there's mostly trees in the valley areas? Lincoln, what do you think?
It's probably harder to grow up diagonally.
Okay.
So when they're in the valley, there's like a flat area.
Why else might there be trees in the valleys? Cash?
Might get more water.
What do you mean?
Like might fill up with water a tiny bit.
Oh, okay. Why would there be more water? And this is for anybody, not just for Cash. Why would there be more water in the valleys? Think about that for a second. Why would there be more water in the valleys? Mabel.
Because valleys could be like a material that's not like the hills and mountains around them. That the water doesn't sink in right away.
Okay. Lincoln?
Well, because it's sloped, the water will travel downward and get to the trees.
Okay. So far we've seen mountains, valleys, canyons, like flatlands.
And that like farmland.
Okay.
That is.
Cash, go ahead.
There's a field.
Okay. Well, what do you notice? What about the land? Because the field is the plants. What do you notice about the land or the shape of the land? Mabel.
Well, I don't know really what it is, but there's like something back here.
Okay.
Like a giraffe.
I'm not sure what that is. Yeah.
Maybe a machine.
Lincoln, what's something you notice about the shape of the land?
Well, it looks like it's drawn,
Oh, okay.
like painted with like dots.
Okay. All right. Now, if you had to describe this land to somebody, how would you describe it? Mabel.
I would describe plants that kind of look golden on the top.
Okay, so that's describing the plants. How would you describe the land? Like the ground here. Cash, go ahead.
Like flat. Flat
Oh.
and curvy.
Okay. Lincoln?
I would instantly guess there was a prairie there, and I would call it a flatland.
Okay. Let's see, I think that might be getting close to the. Yep. So I'm gonna go back to one of these pictures. I'm gonna go back to this picture. And one of the things that scientists do is they make models to study things. Why do you think scientists make models to study things? Think in your head first. Why do you think scientists make models to study things? Cash, what do you think?
So they can like study the model and see if it looks they look the same.
Okay, Lincoln?
They study it to like try and figure out how the thing was formed.
Okay. So why does studying a model? Why would they study a model instead of studying the real thing? Mabel.
Because it could be dangerous and it's way too takes too much time.
Okay. Lincoln.
Too big.
Okay.
The real thing like that would be too big, way too big.
Yeah,
Okay.
it would be bigger than this entire house.
So that's definitely some good things about studying models. It might be safer. It might not be as big. What might be some problems with studying a model instead of the real thing? Cash.
Model might not have everything.
Okay. Mabel.
Model might not have the same texture.
Oh, Lincoln.
It won't have as much detail. Like, it won't have every single boulder or tiny rock or like tiny stream in it.
Okay. So what we're gonna do to start is I want you to pick a feature or a landform that you can see there. And I want you to use this little bit of Play-Doh to try and make a model of that landform. Okay, what questions do you have about your task? Okay.
How do you like make a spring or a river?
That's an interesting question. You'll have to think about that a little bit as you're working.